Hello friends, this is Senior Pastor Ben Pierce coming to you with the Hot 25 Psalms in the year 25, and I thought it'd be neat to go back to the 80s when I used to listen to the countdowns on the radio, so I thought I'd wear my neon green today. Number 8, coming in on number 8 is Psalm 139. Psalm 139 is one that I like to think of it this way. I can't tell you how many times I go to Fuquay and somebody will say, "Hey, I know you. You look familiar." Maybe they saw us on Facebook. Maybe they saw us on like one of these that we're doing, the Hot 25 at 25 or the Who Died and Made You King series. They see that, but here's the question. Do they really know me? Nah, they really don't. Psalm 139 is a wisdom psalm. It's very personal. David is in awe and astonishment at God, a feeling of reverential respect mixed with fear and wonder as he comes and he says, "He created me, yet he knows me. He cares for my most minute detail of my life." And it's almost, when you look at Psalm 139, I like to call it the omni psalm. And what I mean by that, he's looking at 4 attributes of God. First one is, how about he is omniscient? Nothing in our lives are hid from God's all-seeing gaze. He knows when we rise and when we sit. He sees my morning departure for work and returning in the evening and everything in between. God sees the entirety of my life. Verse 6, he says, such knowledge is too wonderful, it's too high. God's omniscience is convicting, but it's also comforting. It's definitely humbling. He knows my heart. He knows my thoughts. He knows my actions. He knows my words. He knows everything about me. But not only is he omniscient, he's also omnipresent. God is always with me. God is all present. Where can I go is David's question. Can I get away from your spirit or hide from your presence? If I go north, if I go east, south, west, your right hand upholds me. I can't even hide in the dark because God is always with us. How about his omnipotence, his all-powerful? God is all-powerful, verses 13 through 18. I like to think about it this way. I love to do woodworking, and I love to take a piece of wood and make it into something that, oh man, that is something that took skill, it took craft. I had to cut and I had to sand and I had to do all those things. Well, Psalm 13, verse 8 through 18 is going to tell us God created us in our inmost being. He knitted us in our mother's womb. We are God's masterpiece. Consider the miracle of the human body. Every second, more than 100,000 chemical reactions take place in your brain. It has 10 billion nerve cells to record what you see and hear. That information comes to your brain through the miracle of the eye, which has 100 million receptor cells. That's rods and cones in each eye. Your retina also has 4 other layers of nerve cells. Altogether, the system makes the equivalent of 10 billion calculations a second before an image even gets to the optic nerve. Now, once it reaches your brain, the cerebral cortex has more than a dozen separate vision centers in which to process it. Your tear ducts, they supply bacteria, and that bacteria is a bacteria-fighting fluid to protect your eyes from infection. The tears that fight irritants differ from the tears of sadness, which contain 25% more proteins. Man, that's not to mention the miracle of the ear and how it translates sound waves into meaningful speech or sound or touch, taste, smell. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. It produces awe. It produces astonishment. And all my days are ordained. In other words, my days are numbered. God knows my life. But not only is he omniscient and omnipresent and omnipotent, he's all holy. Verses 19 through 24. He is so holy, David cries for God to destroy the wicked that speak against him and oppose the Lord. David is dealing with sin. He's equally hard on himself. God, search me, explore my heart, test me, refine me, purify me, know my anxious thoughts. Since I cannot escape from God, I must commit myself to holiness. Holiness means living apart from the wicked, but living openly before God. As vast as the universe is, this infinite God is intimately aware of each and every individual on the planet. Life is precious because it is made by God in His image. And yes, it starts in the womb. Psalm 139 always amazes me because it's the finite trying to comprehend the infinite. This awesome God who created you and knitted you in your mother's womb. Until next time, I pray that you'll keep seeking the Lord with all your heart